Well, we're going to try to work a little while this morning. It's already rained before the sun came up. I don't know how much it rained. I was sleeping. But they're calling for severe weather today. I think starting early afternoon. So we're going to get more rain today and tomorrow, the way the weather talks. Then I think Saturday and Sunday, more rain, which it's that time of year, you know, it's into March, 1st of April, so you can expect wet weather here in Missouri. The only good thing about that is I hear some people are starting to find some mushrooms, so that's got me a little more excited about that, because it wouldn't be hard for me to skip work and go mushroom hunting. That wouldn't take a whole lot for me to do that. Surprised we didn't get a little more flashback from the chainsaw and YouTube video I made yesterday, but it seems like a lot of people share my opinion on that. I mean, I know there's probably people that watched it that don't. That's okay. That's okay. Turn that radio down. But pull in here and wait for Dad to go by. I got a little ahead of Dad this morning. I'm so ready to have a truck to drive to work. I'm so tired of driving this 4Runner everywhere. I guess I should just be thankful I've got something else to drive, but still, it's going from a diesel work truck with everything you got to driving my Toyota 4Runner. It's not ideal. So we're gonna be back out here on the ranch today. It's Walnut still. We'll probably be in Walnut for about another month and a half, 2 months, and then we'll transition over and start cutting all their sycamore, their pallet, like their creek bottom, some of their oak timber, what oak they've got. We're going to cut anything marketable, but we're not going to cut it real close. We're just going to cut the bigger timbers, all we're going to cut. By that, I probably 14 inches and bigger on the oak and pallet type stuff. So it seems like I had some other things to say or to talk about, touch on. I don't know. It's still a little early, and I obviously didn't drink enough coffee. But we'll get out here and we'll see if we can't make a little logging video today before the storm gets here. I guess they're talking about tornadoes and stuff, which the hail here, it's been pretty bad the last few weeks. There's been hail everywhere. So I guess we'll see what today does. The wind's already starting to pick up substantially. It might not be a very good day for cutting timber. I don't know if the wind gets any stronger than what it is now. I don't want to fall any, I know that. So all right, let's go drag some logs. And you can see the clouds rolling in now. They're moving pretty fast. Pretty wicked looking stuff. It's supposed to get pretty nasty today, tomorrow. We're gonna work while we can. I'm on the little 540 this morning, dragging some of this brown wood up here. These are pretty good sized trees. They even from the skidder, when I started dragging them, I'm like, man, them ain't that big. But then I get to look at them, like that little log there, man, that guy's slick. That's a nice little shipper right there. That's a good shipping log. Some of these things here, like, it was starting to go bad right there a little bit, don't go anywhere, but they're just pasture trees from out of that bowl right there, that little draw. So we're piling the tree tops. I'm dragging the trees top and all as we go. We're just piling them up, trying to clean up the best we can as we go. Of course, we'll have to come back, as I've said before, and do some finesse work, but I'm gonna jump back on the skidder here and get down there. Try to get a few more out before we get rained out. It's like it's gonna be a slow week. There's one pile of tops right there in front of me. All the trees that were kind of in here, we took them right there. Dad's over here right now, getting these tops bucked up. Those lower trees, we'll take them all right there and push them. I've still got to push that pile up tight. Wind's starting to really pick up now. We're starting to get a little rain. It's sprinkling. We already had these trees cut. I think Dad cut these either Monday or yesterday. I'm not for sure when exactly. One of the stumps right there. A lot of good little trees growing here yet. Be some good trees for the future. Get up here and get a drag lined up. I guess I spoke too soon. It's raining like a... It's really raining right now. It's coming down pretty good. Try to get back up here. I'm already going to get wet. Luckily, that's another good thing about chaps. Even though I'm not running the saw today, my chaps are keeping my pants dry for right now. Try to get out of here. It looks like that's it for today. The rain's kind of starting to set in, so we've got all the skidders parked back up here. Kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say it's a base area, but it's kind of it's where we start every morning. It's handy. These chaps off. What a wet mess. What a wet mess. Cold. Man, you get wet and that wind starts blowing. It will take long to get kind of cold. Well, I was hoping for some awesome, exciting logging videos today, but it's not going to happen, guys. Mother Nature's got other plans or ideas for us. So I guess it'll just have to wait for another day. The way it looks, I don't know if we'll get to work tomorrow. It might be kind of a washout the rest of the week. Like I said, springtime's here and we're finally starting to get some rain. I mean, it's dry. It's not like we don't need the rain. I mean, we as the people don't need the rain, but we as loggers, I don't know. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt for there to be some wet weather and slow logging down a little bit. You kind of help with, everybody's full up on logs here. Logging just been running full tilt for a while because it's been so dry and access has been so good here in Southwest Missouri. Now, back to some comments, and I think it was Stump Jumper. I think it was you, sir. I'd have to get out and look. I'm not sure, but you were saying the other day about how you'd be dragging the belly pan at Pennsylvania, I believe. Well, we're sitting on rock. That's pretty much Southwest Missouri. It's rock. That's all it is rock. You know, we're sitting on limestone about everywhere we go. Now, there are some creek bottoms where we will, you know, get in some deep mud. I'm not saying we've never been stuck, because we most definitely have several times, many times, and probably will be many more times. But yeah, most of the places we log, we're sitting on solid limestone. Like, it'll be greasy on top. We might make some little ruts, but we don't have that good soil like you guys got. And that all goes back to timber quality as well. You know, you guys got a lot of veneer oak there and a lot of high grade oak. We don't have that here because we don't have good soil, and the quality of our oak is not good. It's poor. It's a poor quality oak. Every now and then we'll cut some decent stuff, but for the most part, no. Hold on, I gotta shut a gate. Okay, got the gate shut, so we're good to go. But yeah, for the most part, other than, I know everybody talks about all the walnut we cut, and yes, we cut a lot of walnut. I mean, especially into perspective what a lot of guys across the country, yeah, I mean, that's at least 60% or better of what we cut is walnut. And honestly, we try to focus on just cutting a lot of walnut because the oak market, for one, everybody talks, you know, I see a lot of guys that have big equipment, nice equipment. That's awesome. Like, I mean, that's cool. I wish we had that here, but You know, you look around like where we're at here. That's kind of Southwest Missouri, guys. I mean, this is cattle country. This really isn't timber country or logging country. Now, Southeast Missouri is a little different. You know, that's logging country over there. But man, Southwest Missouri, for the most part, we got poor quality of timber, and timber's pretty sporadic. You know, and that's not to say we haven't cut some big patches or big jobs of timber, because we have, but you know, that's why we don't have knuckle booms and buck saws and running a cutting machine, running, you know, new iron or new paint on jobs, because it isn't feasible here. We're actually probably one of the bigger operations around, just because we've got 4 skidders, 2 trucks, 10-wheeler trucks, picker trucks, you know, the trailers and the operation we run. Because I mean, we work at it. We work at it all the time. You know, me and my dad and Kenny, man, we're like a bunch of bloodhounds. We're constantly on the trail of timber. I mean, but you've got to stay consistently busy. Man, here in this area, you've got to work at it. You've got to work at it and work hard and be competitive. And I don't get every job I look at. No one does. You know, and I mean, it's discouraging. You know, I looked at a job last week and still ain't heard who's calling me here. I don't know. Looked at a job last week and still ain't heard any good word on it. Probably won't get it. And that's disheartening, because it was a referral, and I've done a lot of work on the neighbors and all through that area. But man, that's just how it goes. You know, I went in there, guns a-blazing, try to do what I could on it, you know, and you don't get them all. But we get our fair share, and I'll be happy for that. You know, we can stay busy. We've just about always got work, and that means a lot. So I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, rain's coming down now. It's probably just the beginning of the storms for the next few days, but like I said, the week's probably going to be a wash. Maybe we'll get some timber to look at. We can do something like that. Like I said, I know we got to go pick up my truck bed, so hopefully me and Brandon can make a video on that. I would love to get a phone call about, hey, Daniel, we've got a new F550 for you. The phone would be like hanging, and I would be knocking through a door. I'd be over there that fast to grab that truck, because I'm tired of driving a 4Runner door. Guys, getting off here. I'm rambling now. Same stuff every day. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can find us all there. Turner Logging LLC. Be sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel. Keep the comments coming, guys. Love to hear the comments and feedback. Love talking with you guys. Logger threads, man. Get yourself some shirts. Look good in the woods. Look good in the woods. Guys, we'll talk to you later.